Hi, Miss Best here from Best Online Tutoring. Let's factor a quadratic where a, the leading coefficient, is greater than 1 or not equal to 1. We are still going to use the product sum method. So I'm going to draw my little x, and I take the product of the a and c. So that's 2 times 15, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for what two numbers multiply to 2 times 15, which is 30, but adds up to our b, which is 11. So 30, we would make our list, and this is small enough where you can do it in your head, but 1 times 30, 2 times 15. Remember, we're adding them together to check if they add up to 11. 6 times 5. So 6 plus 5 is 11. These would be our factors, 6 and 5. Okay, so I'm going to do this two ways, the long way, and then I'm going to show you the shortcut. So the long way is that we rewrite the quadratic, and instead of writing 11, we're going to break it up into the 6x and 5x. Then we are going to group these. This is why it's called factoring by grouping. We're going to group these together, and we are going to factor out the greatest common factor. So between 2x squared and 6x, the common factor would be 2x. And so 2x squared divided by 2x, right, will leave us with an x. And 6x divided by 2x will leave us with a 3. We do the same thing in the second grouping with 5x plus 15. Common factor would be 5, so we're going to factor out the 5. And inside, we're going to be left with 5x divided by 5 is x, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. And you know that you got the right answer when you have the same binomial, the same thing inside the parentheses. That's a check that you did it correctly. And now we are going to separate these and write them as two factors. So it would be 2x plus 5 and times x plus 3. Okay, so that's a long way. So the short way is basically kind of the same thing. So we start off the same way with finding those two factors, but instead of doing the grouping, I'm just going to automatically go straight to my parentheses, because we already know that we are multiplying these two factors together. And then we take the first term, the 2x squared, we just take the 2x and put it in both parentheses. And then we take the 6 and the 5. Now the trick is that you have to simplify it, because let's just do a quick test, we can see that if we multiply 2x times 2x, that would give us 4x squared. Well, our problem is 2x squared, so somewhere we have to simplify. So you check each term, and if there is a common factor, kind of like with fractions, you're going to divide it out. So here we have 2x plus 6. They both have 2 as a common factor, so I'm going to simplify it by dividing both of them by 2. If we look here, 2x plus 5, there is no common factor besides 1, so that one we can leave alone. So our final answer will be 2x divided by 2, which is x, and 6 divided by 2, which is 3, times 2x plus 5. So it's the same exact answer that we got above, but just saves a few steps. Okay, so that's just a quick overview of factoring where a, the leading coefficient, is not 1. Thanks, guys.